Hi everyone, Karen here from Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, bringing to you this week's forecast and spiritual insights for Monday the 27th of July through to Sunday the 2nd of August 2020. I myself have definitely been feeling the intensity of the energies the last few weeks. And one thing that has really come up for me has been a deep desire and need to go within, to really acknowledge energetically where my energy is at and to honor that. And this has been coming up a lot. For many of you, you may perhaps be feeling exceptionally tired, drained, exhausted, and low in energy. And that's not surprising because for many of us, uncertainty is not a nice place for any of us to be sitting in. The fear energy on the planet, you are all sensitive souls and sensitive beings. And many of you are perhaps also highly intuitive, and it's only natural that you will be feeling the collective energy as well as your own. And so what I would like to say to that is, honor where you are at. If you are feeling energetically inspired to take action, then do so. If, however, the thought or the idea of taking action feels as though you are wading against the current, then listen to that intuitive voice within you, the needs and desires of your body, to take things slowly if that's what you feel energetically that you need to do. It's more important than ever that, self-care, the idea of self-care has perhaps to many of you or those that you know felt as though that's something that is of a luxury. We live in a time at the moment where self-care has now become a necessity. It's so important to be taking care of your emotional and mental well-being. It's so important right now to be taking care of the needs of your body. And it's so important right now to be taking care of your energy. If you are finding yourself getting caught up in listening to the news all of the time, then pull back from that. If you are finding that there are people around you that you just don't feel that you have the energy for, then limit the time that you spend with them if it's within your power to do so. If not, one thing that I always do after having a meeting with people or seeing clients and having conversations is to call back my energy. And I always just say, thank you, Archangel Michael, for returning all energy that is not mine back to its rightful owner. And thank you for returning all energy that rightfully belongs to me back to me with love and light. And so it is. So many of us are not in control of our lives right now. So many on the planet are struggling with the loss of freedom, the loss of their own personal power to be making their own choices for what they want to do in their lives. And there's also a sense of being controlled as well because, our health departments and our governments are making our decisions for us. And for many, that feeling of being smothered or controlled or not having freedom can really affect your mental health and well-being. And so you're being asked this week to really identify, what does personal freedom mean to you, or what does that feel like to you? And how can you break that down into smaller steps that you can implement into your daily life that allows you to have a sense of freedom? Now that could be speaking your truth. When speaking your truth, that allows you a sense of freedom. Then how can you do that in a way that supports you and those around you? You may find that when you're being creative, and the energies at the moment have not felt as though there is an openness or an expansiveness or access to tap into that creativity. So what is it that you love to do creatively? Now that could be cooking. It could be playing with your children or grandchildren. It could be walking your pet. I know that's not creativity, but it's giving you a sense of freedom. For creativity, perhaps it is painting or crafting or coloring in. It could be reorganizing your living space and perhaps bringing in some beautiful candles or flowers or new cushions to spruce up that area, to lift the vibration of your living space. It could be creating beautiful graphics and popping on there a thought that you're an inspired thought and putting that out into the world. If you are being guided intuitively to rest and just settle within your own being, to really take time out and to be still, then do that. You might find that playing music, dancing around, or singing along with your favorite songs, that is a form of creativity because it allows you to express yourself. And if it's uplifting for you in that moment, then that in itself is also a form of personal freedom. However it is identifiable to you, then do more of that over the coming weeks. Just because our freedom to travel or our freedom to move into to go on holiday or to go and sightsee, if that's limited in where you're at right now, that's not just freedom. That's a physical sense of freedom. That's physically being able to go to a completely different location. So look inside and really consider, what are the things that you have access to? What is it that you can do that gives you that sense of freedom? And then when you have that sense of freedom, the byproduct of that is feeling as though, and making the choice to do that thing gives you a sense of control because you're making a choice to do something. So I hope that those messages serve you well. Again, as always, it is about taking care of your well-being, your overall well-being on all levels, energetically, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Yes, they all just fell on the ground. All right, so for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, transformation. So it's undeniable that we are all going through, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, massive transformation globally, collectively, and personally at this time on the planet. And this is a reminder also that your soul has chosen to incarnate in your physical form at this time on the planet to be a part of what is actually transpiring. And so there's many levels to this as well. How can you transform the emotional well-being of yourself? Now, if you're feeling low at the moment, then what are the things that you can do that can actually support you in feeling better within yourself? That could be getting out in your garden, could be walking in nature. Whatever it is that makes you feel good inside, then use that as a tool to transform and transmute where you are at and what you are feeling at this time. You are changing on a cellular level at this moment in time. None of us will be anything like what we were before this occurred on the planet. Perhaps for many of you, you are looking at limiting beliefs or events from the past that the constant going around and around and around and going over and over is no longer serving your well-being. So looking to ways that you can learn from those situations in order for that also to be released from your energetic field. How can you view your relationships? Perhaps your relationships are transforming. For many of you, they may be coming closer and more valued and deeper. For some of you, you may be feeling that the relationships around you no longer serve you. You may be looking to the purpose that you have in your life, and the 9-to-5 day-to-day job that you once did no longer fills you up and gives you the feeling that you are making a difference. Perhaps you've decided that you're going to go into a completely different field because you're wanting to be more of service. For many of you, you are becoming more attuned to your own intuition, to the needs of your energy, the needs of your body. You're really recognizing perhaps that you haven't been taking very good care of your physical body, your emotional, mental well-being. So this is a very powerful time this week for you to be recognizing and identifying how much change is occurring within you and around you. And I want to say to you that that is for your highest good. For Thursday and Friday, visualize. Beautiful. How gorgeous is this? When you are aligned, so when you're connecting to the beautiful energy of Mother Earth, and when you're connecting to your heart's wisdom, and when you are visualizing and imagining that you are connected through your crown chakra to the heart of the divine, you're instantly raising your vibration. And this is the space that allows you the opportunity to really powerfully create and manifest your deepest desires. And so what we're all being asked to do this week is to hold within our heart's awareness and our heart's wisdom an image, a feeling, a sensation of how we want this world to be. So for you, if that is a world of freedom, then hold that visualization of being free in your heart. If it is a world of peace and unity, hold that vision. If it is a planet that is flourishing, all species are flourishing, the oceans are flourishing, the forests are flourishing, then hold that vision in your heart's awareness. For me, it is always, I always get the word a new earth. And so for me, my vision and my visualization of a new earth is really of a more evolved society. So peace, unity, harmony, working as one to support all peoples, looking after our planet, looking after the animals, and having that level of consciousness and unity consciousness where we all work together as one to support the transformation, the ongoing evolution, and whatever other words might come, of humanity and the planet together as one, because when we recognize that Mother Earth is the reason that we are here, and that without all that she provides us with, we really, how long do we continue on the path that we have been taking before this virus pandemic hit the world? And so you're being asked to hold within your heart's awareness the vision and visualize it, see it, feel it, and know it. And sit with that every day. Spend time every day holding within your inner vision and your heart's awareness the world that you wish to see. And for you, that may be the relationship you want to have. It may be the job that you want to have, whatever it is for you. Friday and Saturday, Enlightenment. Beautiful, beautiful cards. You're being reminded that enlightenment is having an awareness of your own divinity, of recognizing that love is the only truth, in having kindness and compassion for all, for seeing the other as yourself, for letting go of the desire to criticize and judge yourself and others, to take responsibility for your own actions and your own choices, to really awaken to the light within you. And meditation is a powerful way for you to actually access that stillness inside of yourself, to recognize the light within you and to allow your heart to open to love. So I hope that those messages serve you well. If you are in need of energetic healing at this time, if you feel that your nervous system is on overdrive or you're not clear on where you're at right now, then I offer my Reiki healing sessions via Zoom. You might like to book in for a reading with me to see what pathway your soul is wanting you to take moving forward. Perhaps you're struggling to identify what blocks that you have or limiting beliefs that you have, or even just feeling confused about what your future life looks like. I also do those via Zoom. If you are at a point in your life where you are ready to completely release the past, to learn from the past and to rewrite yourself a new future, then my self-discovery coaching sessions are perfect for you at this time. So head to my website, Holistic Essentials Therapy and Consulting, or see the links below. I look forward to connecting with you, and I shall see you again next week. And as always, please be kind and gentle with yourself, because you are worth it, and your well-being is important not only for yourself but also for those that you love. Namaste, blessed be, take care.